Welcome back to Yacht Addiction. The yacht behind me is a Tiara Yachts 43 LS. Now the LS in this case stands for luxury sport. Tiara Yachts are handcrafted in the United States. They're actually built in Holland, Michigan. Now this boat is a fantastic weekender or a day boat. It's really fast, really fun, and very well crafted. This boat is presented by North Point Yacht Sales, and we're going to tour this boat inside and out. Now you'll notice right here on the floor next to the side access door, there's actually a mount here for a boarding ladder. This is great for snorkeling, diving, or if you're just swimming in the water, you can easily climb up that ladder and get back on board. And one awesome feature on this yacht is this U-shaped seating area. The leather has some really nice designs stitched in. And then you also have this convertible table. You can have it in this configuration with the built-in cup holders. Or of course, this table can fold over, increasing the size of this dining area. One fantastic feature on this U-shaped seating area is it can actually be rotated 180 degrees around, so you can face the rear of the boat. You can also drop down this table as it's on a telescopic leg. You put an info cushion here, and then you have a large sun pad area off the back of the boat. This boat is powered by some monster outboard engines. These are 7 Marine 627s. This boat can fly at about 52 knots, comfortably cruise at 35 knots, and you'll get about 225 nautical miles of range at that cruising speed. Now because the engines are outboard, underneath here, you have a very large compartment for your other components on the boat. In here you can see the generator as well as the Seakeeper gyro stabilization system. You have another large seating section here that faces aft with more of that beautiful stitching and some built-in cup holders. Now because this is a sport model, it is very open to the elements, although you do have a hardtop overhead, and there is an electric awning that will extend from the top of the hardtop to give this area some protection from the sun. Forward of this cockpit section is your small galley. And along the way, you'll see controls for the Fusion stereo system, as well as some built-in speakers that you'll see throughout the boat. You'll also notice that there are AC vents in certain areas too, so you're not completely exposed on those hot days. Underneath this hard surface countertop, you have a grill. And you also have a sink. And then underneath that, you have a trash container. You have 2 drawer refrigerators. You also have a couple storage drawers over that. And then lastly, you have an ice maker over here. And then because this bar space is so large, you have all the space you need for laying out food or drinks whenever that's prepared. Now one thing to take note, on a boat this fast, you definitely want all your passengers to be comfortable. So one section you can be comfortable in while you are cruising down the coast. If you'll notice, this is padded. And then there is a bar right here, so you can lean against this catering area and hold onto the railing here and feel very secure as you're moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, here is the helm section. You have a large double lift bolster seat here, and then you have 2 additional lift bolster single seats on either side. These have some integrated footrests that you can lower. And then in the middle double seat, you do have some footrests at different heights below. You have a very nice looking glass cockpit where you have 2 Garmin displays, some vents for your AC. The Fusion stereo system is flush in this area. Of course, your steering wheel, your throttle controls. These control the trim tabs, and then this is the bow thruster. Of course, you have a compass up ahead. And this boat also has a FLIR thermal camera system, which is controlled right here. You have a large single-piece windscreen. And you have a couple skylights overhead, which of course can be opened. Let's move forward to the bow. And check out this awesome seating area. As you can see, there are 3 really great seats if you want to sit here facing forward as you're flying along at top speed. And you also have this built-in leg rest for these seats as well. You have more seating all along the edges here, as well as some extra speakers and built-in cup holders, and another space to control the stereo system. Forward of this great seating area, you have your locker up here, and you can see all of your anchor chain as well as the controls for the anchor. This light right here is a searchlight. If you look a little bit farther back, you'll see the FLIR camera right back there. You have some storage right here for lines. The cleats that pop up. And I also liked how on this side, the teak-line deck is actually raised. So if you are berthed where the dock is still right there, you could definitely hop on right here when the tide is low. It also gives you more headroom for the accommodations underneath. I thought we'd take a look on top of the hardtop, and here is your radar as well as the FLIR camera system. There's also a table that can be inserted in the middle of this bow area, so you can enjoy a meal up front as well. If you also take a look, you'll see 2 poles hanging right there, and those can be attached on either side to put up a sunshade over this entire area. Everything seems to be really well thought out on this boat. You would think with all of this great bow seating that there wouldn't be much space underneath, but you'd actually be pleasantly surprised. I don't think I pointed out before, but here's the VHF radio at the helm, as well as the controls for the Seakeeper stabilization system. So let's move on down into the interior of this boat. There's some nice metal laid right into the steps, so you have plenty of grip. You have full standing room in the entryway of the interior, and then you have a rather large double bed right here with the TV mounted on the wall. Your electrical panel is right up here, and you have a smaller hanging locker. You have a built-in microwave with a little bit of additional storage, and then you actually have a second berth right back here. Now this is a slightly smaller double bed, and you'll notice that there are some seams in this side of the cushion. That's so you can fold this over and just use this area as a storage space if you prefer. And then through this door is the head for the boat. It is a wet room, so you have the shower right up here, as well as your toilet and sink. And I will say the sink and the other finishes in here feel very high quality. Tiara Yachts did a good job giving this boat a luxurious feel no matter what section of the boat you're in. Let's head back outside. Another thing to point out, this is purposely cut out in this section here so you can add a large cooler, giving you even more storage space. I'm also just noticing this lovely soft touch material overhead. You'll also see that there are handrails overhead, so you can easily make your way forward and back while feeling very safe in the boat. It's hard to tell if the camera is giving these outboard engines justice. These are monstrous outboards, giving this boat tons of power. And I think we have hit every area of this boat. One more fun feature to point out at this helm, if you're sitting in the captain's seat and you don't want to lean forward, you can just throw this armrest down and you have a joystick control for the boat right here. I think we'll finish the tour right at the helm. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I really liked seeing a boat that was made in the USA and particularly made in Michigan. I'm actually from Michigan originally. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a future upload. Thank you so much to North Point Yacht Sales in Annapolis, Maryland for letting me do the tour. They will be linked down in the description below if you want to see this boat in more detail or others like it. Until next time.